What's up, people? This is Gilbert Chavez once again. We're on our fourth podcast. Today we have a special guest that has been around us for over 20 years. She's been doing with us for 20 years. And I'll let her introduce herself, because I know last time I'm always introducing somebody, but I'll let her introduce herself and tell us who she is. Go ahead.
My name is Naomi Barajas. I'm a Taurus, and I like long walks on the beach. So,
Right.
On a short pier, though.
on a short pier, only with water wings, just to swim. I've been around Streetlow for 22 years now, going on 23. It's been a wild ride. That's all I can say. It's been wild. It's been crazy.
Yeah. Being one of the only girls, one of the only girls that's been around us for so many long and seen everything that goes around.
Oh yeah.
From trips, from shows, events from here all the way to Texas.
Yes.
All the way to, I think, Chicago too, right? You went out.
No.
You didn't go to Chicago with us?
No, I didn't go with you guys.
But road
we went
trips.
to Texas, though.
She did do a road trip with us for sure.
Yes, that was insane.
Right. So, what I want the people to know and understand when did you first hear of Streetlow Magazine? Because I know we've been around for 26 years, but when we first started, we didn't have too many females helping us out at the time. But when you came around,
There was one girl.
She's a girl
the one that brought me in.
that brought you in,
That's the one that brought me in.
and her name is
Alicia.
Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia.
Alicia.
So when I know Alicia came one time to the office, which, we probably should bring her in one of these days. She came in and she just peeked, opened up the door, and, is this Streetlow? I'm like, yeah. And she just came in and she wanted to help out. Anything. She's like, I could do anything. I'll write, answer the phones. I'll do anything. I said, all right, cool. I need writers. That's one thing I needed. I needed writers. I needed editors, because we couldn't spell for shit.
I remember that.
We used to write. I mean, you could go to some of the first issues, and our writing's terrible. But we didn't go to school for any of this, man. This is something that we just started putting together, But it was kind of cool, to have somebody kind of come in and help us out when we started putting things together. But then she brought you around.
Yes. Yes.
So we were doing events at the time, and she had asked me, hey, Gilbert, I got a girl. She's interested in helping us out. And, and I was, at the time, we were always picking up different people. I'm like, why not? We'll try her out, see how she's, what she's about, And at the time, man, you start coming around harder and harder, stronger and stronger. Every day you'd come out and from the events and wanted to find out a way how to help us out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I remember I helped with editing, because the way some of these guys spoke is the way they spelled and the way they wrote, and
teach you how to spoke?
Long run-on sentence after another.
Right,
Yeah, I remember
right.
that. No, I remember I had met Art. Art, and what was his friend? Big dude that was always hanging around with him, remember?
Well, you're talking about, oh my God.
Rick.
Oh, Big Rick?
Yes,
okay,
yes. They invited me. She invited me out one night, and we went over to Art's mom's apartment, and we all sat around the pool drinking beer. Right. And Art just told me, he goes, I think you'd fit in with us. He goes, you seem like you'd fit in with us. He goes, I'm going to have you meet my cousin, and you come with us and do shows and all that other stuff. And I said, okay, I'll check it out. So my first show was Long Beach in 2000. Yes, Long Beach in 2003, because I just missed the Selena show. So it was Long Beach.
I thought it was other ones. That was Long Beach was the first one?
My first one with you guys was in Long Beach in 2003.
Wow.
We rode up there. Yeah, it was crazy. And then I remember the next year remember Jenny Rivera.
Yep.
Yeah, Jenny.
Yes,
Jenny
yes.
Rivera
We were at
before.
Long Beach. We were at the
R.I.P.
Boeing factory. Boeing. We went to Boeing. Remember?
Right. In Long Beach. It was at the Long Beach Veteran Stadium.
Yes. No. It was at the Boeing factory.
No. It's the Veteran Stadium. It was near the Boeing Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was the Long Beach Veteran Stadium.
Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only place that would let us do an event there, and it was kind of cool.
Big parking lot, no shade.
Big, huge.
No shade.
No shade.
But it was.
Remember the dunk tanks?
Yes. We had to bring dunk tanks and stuff like that.
I remember the dunk tanks. I remember at that point when we were all going to shows and stuff, we were all piling into the hotel rooms. Remember, everybody was sharing rooms, sharing beds. People were on the floor. It was in the beginning.
Yeah. We're broke. That's and it's still like that. Right? No, but
Hey, Naomi, can you come scratch my back?
I'll be right there.
Right. No, we had a lot of fun. Definitely had a lot of fun.
We did.
Long stretch, and we still continue to do it.
Yes.
You helped me out with the car registration, which is you've been doing it since then.
Yes. I sat next to your sister, and that was it.
She
needed help. I remember she needed help bad because she was confused, and she's like, "Just watch me and make sure I don't give out wrong change."
Oh, right.
When she came on, everyone we didn't see her as a woman. Although you are a woman.
That's a lie.
Not like that.
Right.
But what I'm trying to get at
my
is
peepee's bigger than yours.
Well, some. But it was like she was a sister, and so you have that
family.
relationship with the sister,
Family.
and you've seen so much. We've been through,
Oh yeah. If my little dreams and my memories could just talk without me, boy,
Right.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
Right on.
My poor eyes, man. Some of those things my eyes haven't recovered from some of them 20 years later.
Right on. You see, and that was my thing. I always wanted to pick up people that were around lowriding and knew about lowriding, or at least. If you did it, you're learning at the time as you're growing with us and becoming one.
Yes.
There's certain people out there to this day that use us to make money off us, and they don't even lowride themselves.
Oh yeah.
You see, that to me is a disgrace to our culture, because to me, I wouldn't mind helping somebody that's really into it and wants to create a magazine or create an event but they got to be into it. They got to be part of the industry. Yes. Or the culture, where I think a lot of it's being lost right now with phony people. There's a lot of phoniness going on.
Clout chasing.
A lot of clout chasing. And to me, I'm like, fuck, man, this is crazy. And I don't really say much. I don't speak too much. And, I only talk to you guys behind doors and we talk and stuff. But this is, I kind of wanted to use this platform to let the rest of the world know, too, that, there's wolves still out there running around, with sheep clothing, acting as if they're lowriding. They're lowriders, and they're using our platform to make money off of it. Whether they're recording, taking pictures, or doing whatever, which I still think, it's cool, but don't fake that funk and don't hate on the real ones. Don't hate on the photographers that really are out there or videographers that really are out there kind of recording memories, because that's really what this is.
There's a lot of people out there doing stuff, and they're not getting credit for it. There's a lot of people doing stuff. They're not getting any credit for it at all, and they're been around since day one and just. Right.
And that's one of the things that we talked about before, that I think a lot of the guys that never got credit or hasn't got credit are the ones that really don't care for it. Because they're just living and loving their life.
Well, those are what I call the car flippers. They just buy a car, get rid of it, they don't develop any kind of attachment to it. They don't want it, and then they get rid of it, and you're like, no, come on, keep that car.
Right, but they're into it. They continue to buy, flip, but it's something it's a part of that culture of lowriding, versus the ones that really aren't, that run around and they'll take pictures or video people and then talk shit about them, whether it's on their social media, wherever their platform is, and but they don't have. To me, they're not into lowriding. I like to see and listen to people that are really into it. That's why I wanted to bring everybody that's been part of us, because you're into lowriding. Your sister, your family was into lowriding, and you're into lowriding, and you are even a president of your own club.
Yes, I am. Inspirations. Hi, guys.
Right. So that to me is important to see that a woman take kind of like a leadership of a club, that it's even guys and girls, not just women, but you have the world of both, and kind of what's happening in Mexico, right? We have a women president now.
Yes,
crazy.
Yes. Claudia Sheinbaum, I think it is.
Yeah. So it's like they say, women can do it. They've always been able to. I've been seeing girl car clubs since I could remember. I could go back to when I was like 18, 19 years old, going to Sacramento, watching, kicking back with some girls that had an actual club.
Yeah, they've been around. They've been around since.
Right, right. And not only that, even when we started cruising, we used to cruise a lot, and used to see girls driving cars and wagons all dropped. And this is like in the early 90s, man.
Their little Suzukis.
Right, Samurais. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can't exclude.
With the big hair.
Yeah, you can't exclude all these cars neither, because, you have the Suzuki Samurais, you have the mini trucks. That's all lowriding. That's all part of the culture of history of lowriding. Even the Volkswagens, the W's that were slammed.
Yes.
I mean, we were slamming them. We were finding ways to get those things on the ground. When, there was a culture of VW. That's another car culture.
Yes.
But still, it was adapted to us because we dropped them. We did anything we could with them. And I seen them with hydraulics. And even in the 70s, those early 70s or late 70s, early 80s, there was the old Lowrider magazines. Yep. They had VWs and all these, which was kind of cool. And I think, to me, it's a culture. It's definitely a culture. But not, like I said, it's cool to have you be part of us and being
here.
with
I'm
us.
Not going nowhere.
All right. No, and I've seen that for sure. That's why, to me, it's when people tell me it's not numbers. It's loyalty, because I'm loyal to you as you are loyal to me.
Yes.
And that's, to me, what keeps us tight. Know, and like I've always said, there's a price for loyalty, and there's a lot of people that take that price and run with it, and
or they try to cash it in.
Right, and at the end of the day, they figure, shit, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? But they're not wrong. That's you got to go and do your own thing. It's cool. Yes. I understand that.
So as you came into us and having all these experiences, right? So we actually saw you grow, and you had many phases, as we all do, right?
Yes.
I mean, as let's just say it's part of history, right? That's what I always say, is that Streetlow has made families. We have brought people together. Even through Streetlow.
Made families.
Yeah. Well,
right.
I got married, remember?
Right. Right. So
I had my Streetlow wedding, remember?
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That in the magazine too.
Yeah, it's in the issue with La Misión on the front.
Oh shit.
Benjamin and Brad. It's right in the middle of that one. You're all gonna look for it now. Huh? It's in the middle of that one. Of magazines,
So, what's your take on that? How do you feel being, looking back, reflecting, knowing that you are part of the history, that though you're more on the back end, where you're behind the curtain, but what people don't realize, that a lot of these shows, if it wasn't for Naomi, we'd be
up shit creek with no paddles.
Yeah, we'd be like chickens with our heads cut off, because Naomi was the one
registering the cars and dealing with
keep the cool head with all these people
Right.
screaming at me and coming at me from all directions, and I didn't get this and I didn't get that. Well, get back in your car. Just wait for me.
So you guys got to be cool with Naomi on October 27th when we have the show
Yep.
the Santa Clara Fairgrounds, But yeah, no, that's it. No, you have. But the good thing is like I've always said, when we put everything together at the shows, everybody has a job to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the last thing I want to do is get called, right?
Yes.
And so you've been able to control, unless it's like Gilbert, this guy's
just out of control.
Right.
Out of hand,
there's a fire and they can't get it out. But that to me has always been like, okay, guys, this is your position. Take control of that. This is your position. So
I feel good in that aspect, that I know that you trust me to make calls. I can make a call on my own, and I know that you trust me to do it.
Right.
And that I'm not going to make anybody look bad or stupid, or I'm not going to step on the wrong feet or whatever. It's I know how to deal with these people, because I'm on both sides. I'm in the car culture part, and I'm in the magazine, so I see it from both sides.
That's the reason why I've picked the people I picked. And there's certain people I've gotten rid of because they're not in the car culture.
No.
Right.
They're they become part of our crew, but then they think they're beyond who we are. And being an actual car guy, being a car guy yourself, you understand, like, okay, this guy, the frustration, especially when they're coming in line and they're like, oh my God, I've been in line for 20 years, and I would have built a house, had a baby, and what I'm saying, like, we understand you. We understand you. We've been there, but who does what we do in one day? We accommodate everybody as much as we can. We bend backwards as much as we can, but that's the reason why you guys are like chosen ones. You guys have been around with me. You've actually been around along with us. I don't want to say with me because it's us, but along with us together for so many years, and we all understand each other a lot.
We've all fought.
We've all fought, but like I was telling you, we're like it's a big family. It's always been a big family, and there's always going to be disagreements. There's always going to be, he told me this, he told me that, and I'm the one I hear it all.
I know, but everybody. At the end of the day, we should all be able to just work it out.
For sure, you know I mean? And we do though. That's the thing is, not that we always work it out.
Well, there's no love lost. You know what I mean?
No. And the ones that do leave is because their intentions were not to be good around us, anyways. Because there's been poison apples that we've had that we've gotten rid of.
Yes, we have.
And they'll continue to walk around and promote us. Thank you guys for promoting me, especially who you guys are. But they continue to promote the name and they're not mad at us. They're mad at themselves.
Well, I guess some bad publicity is better than none, right?
Oh, I've always said that. Yeah, I've always said that. That's why I say thank you guys for helping us promote us. And remember where you learned everything from.
Yep.
Everything.
Well, they come in. They come in with their agenda, right? And a lot of them tend to be egotistical. Of we all tend to. I myself have fallen victim to that. Of if it wasn't for me, but then it's like, okay, wake up, wait a minute. We're all, we're all part of this, right? But these individuals sometimes they just, I do this, I do. It's like, okay, then, and then they go on and do it on their own, and they flop.
That's one thing that it trips me out about how I see a lot of people out there. I won't name any names and stuff, but they got their start with us. Mm-hmm. And they were at our shows taking pictures and whatnot, and then later on they want to act like they were never there.
Oh no, they grew up on Streetlow.
Yeah, but they
everybody
don't
has.
They don't want to admit it.
They can sit there. They can sit there and say, "Oh no, we grew up on Lowrider Magazine." No, you didn't. Mm-hmm. You grew up on Streetlow Magazine, the Lowrider Magazine of San Jose.
Yep.
And California. I mean, because we were up and down the coast from here to Los Angeles, and covering everywhere and everything we could. I mean. And we're always giving love to different states because at the end of the day, we're lowriders, man. We love to lowride. Mm-hmm. That's what I meant by you got the two-face.
Yes.
And I'm not saying in a bad way, but you have those two. You have that two part of you.
I got both sides of the fence.
Right. You're a lowrider, and you're also you work with them.
Yes.
So there's no matter what we do. I mean, we're working with ourselves to better ourselves.
Yes.
And that's what we want the public too. Like if there's something wrong, let us know what's going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're approachable. We're definitely approachable.
And don't let one member of our team, be the how can I say, don't let them be the
last word on something.
The last word or the last thing you see.
Yes.
And say, oh, you know what? When I'm judging Streetlow this way, don't let that person be the judge of who you think we really are.
I mean, we're all representatives. Right. We're all representatives of Streetlow, so it's like how we carry ourselves. But but then again, we are fallible. We have our flaws, right? So as you're saying, don't let that be the judgmental of who we are as a whole. Because we are all many different parts, Yes.
Well, no. What I'm saying, don't let that one person ruin it for all of us. Don't be that.
Yes.
Don't be that apple. That's why we get rid of a lot of these guys. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand. But for a long time, I never spoke out because I didn't need to speak out. I let all these guys just get all crazy and start talking. And why, Gilbert? Why aren't you answering back? I don't need to answer back to crazy because crazy is crazy. That's it. But I'll tell you what. I mean, if that person is like that with me. He's like that with anybody and everybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody he touches bases with, you have to understand that that's the problem that they have, not us. They have. So they'll run around and be all, oh, my God, they did this to us. Oh, my God, they didn't do this for us. Oh, my God, I didn't get paid for this. A lot of it's work, and it was, how can I say, it's all.
It's for the love.
It was for the love of it because I wasn't making that kind of money. But like I said, I'll let you make money any way you can, right. And I would help you do it. And
but
a lot of them have.
But we were having fun though.
But having fun at the same time, right?
Like more fun than we should have been having.
Right. And it was like a getaway for all of us.
Yes, no, that was fun.
Car
shows,
trips.
Oh no, Texas.
Right, Texas. Right. Oh, the road trips.
Texas.
So speaking of that, so she was part of that. Where Gilbert was waiting for us at the radio station, and he's like calling. Trying to get a hold of like where, and then he's like, oh, talk to Tlecu.
She's over there.
Naomi, all she's doing, she's just like watching, like, okay.
Observing.
Taking it in stride, man. I learned sometimes it's better just to keep your mouth shut and keep your eyes open and just watch everything happening.
Yeah, because you were there when we went town to town picking up all these people.
Yes.
We went and picked up Ricardo. And
we drove through the valley. We picked up that one girl. I can't remember her name. Remember her in the middle of nowhere? We picked up. She was.
He was picking up all kinds of girls.
Yeah.
And then the RV was given to us
by Dan Gamble.
Gamble.
God.
Thanks to Flaco.
There was
Flaco.
too many people on that RV. We were like sardines in there. It was crazy. And then because it's one AC unit, it's like we were all sucking the AC and we were dying. It was hot. It was
he broke the AC unit on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you drove it into that hotel.
No. We were going
the
Coliseum.
El Paso Coliseum. You ran into the back. Instead of going slow, you punched it. And when you punched it,
just shaved it right off the top, huh?
Well,
I rode all the way back, most of the way back, because nobody wanted to go in that back room because the air was shooting in there. I rolled myself up in that blanket. God knows what they'd done in that blanket, but I rolled myself up in it. And I was laying in and he was driving, and then finally he was ready to give out. And he goes, "You got a license, right?" And I said, "Can you drive for a while?" I took over. We got pulled over because we had no lights on the back of the RV, remember? And we were hauling the trailer,
Yeah.
I got pulled over, and the officer comes. He's looking through the door and everything, and he's like, he just sees bodies. It's like a crime scene. He just sees bodies everywhere, right? And he's like, "Where are you guys headed to?" "Oh, we're going home to California." He made us put the hazards on, remember? He's all right with their hazards on until you leave my state.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was all right, officer, thank you, bye. Everybody's like going back to bed. Yeah, it was crazy. It was...
Yeah, we had fun. We had fun. That was, I mean, we even had George from Classic Image. You know, he was there. You remember George?
Oh yes,
old homie
yes.
George with the.
I don't remember where was he at?
He went with us to El Paso.
George did?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he went with us to El Paso. He goes, because him and I, he's like, I'm gonna go with you. I said, let's roll then, man. So
just picking up bodies on the way over there.
Yes.
we were having fun. We're just stopping in little town. Well, Ruby, remember Ruby?
That's who we picked up. It was Ruby. Do you want to talk about that? We could talk about what Ruby did on the way back.
Well, that was, that itself was, let's just say we gave, remember the prisoners from LA County? We gave them a nice
truckers too.
Nice farewell. Oh, it was insane. It was fun because we were having so much fun. Everyone was just enjoying the moment. We had truckers on CBs, slow, like literally they were in the slow lane, and we were in the number 2 lane. The number 2 lane,
mm-hmm.
And then you just see the truckers talking, and they're just slowing, down. Letting us pass, and everyone's just they just see all the action happening, and they're just like,
oh, all they seen was Chi-Chis. That's all they saw was Chi-Chis. And it's like they call each other ahead to the next truck, so they were already looking back like this, waiting, like to see, like waiting for her, and then she'd flash them, and then until somebody wiggled their willy at her, then she runs through the RV screaming. I'm like, why is this girl screaming? She's been pressing her boobs against the glass for like the last hour, man.
Yeah, well, I had her in the front, and she was sitting. And that's what I was saying. The LA County prisoner bus was passing by, and she's just flashing, and you just see everybody on the window banging. They're just
screaming.
Going crazy. So it's just having fun. We were we had
a lot of fun,
living life, and those were moments that you were part of that.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, and then we went to LA. We picked up Ricardo.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ricardo.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Yeah, the whole way there, he was trying to teach me how to do the LA thing with your hands, and I kept doing it backwards. And he's like, "No, it's not Alabama, homegirl. It's LA." And I'm like, "I can't do this. I'm not from there. I don't know how to do this."
Right, man. Yeah, no, I seen also at the Icon Awards. Yeah, the Lowrider Icon Awards. He was out there. He got an Icon Award. Give a little shout out to Ricardo, and like I told everybody, his name will live forever in our magazine, because he was part of the magazine,
I found pictures of him on the hard drive with. I have I have a lot of the.
So we need some of that stuff because
his daughter.
I have all the best of show. I think wasn't it like a Dodge, not a Pinto. What's the Mercury version of the Pinto? What's it called?
Mercury is a Mercury, right?
Is it a Bobcat?
I think so.
It was a Bobcat. It when remember Best of Show? Yeah, it had a station wagon with the bubble windows in the back.
Right.
It was
the Gremlin.
Up. Was it? No, it wasn't a Gremlin. It was like
the Pinto, but the
Pinto, but it's
the Mercury.
Yeah, it's a Bobcat. It was a Mercury Bobcat.
Okay.
Yes, I remember.
So
that.
I was able to meet his daughter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful daughter. He has a beautiful daughter.
18 already.
Yep. And yeah, she's up there. Yeah, she's. Damn. Yeah. So, she wanted to know about her father. I said he was a playboy, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a ladies' man.
Yes, he was.
A lot of girls were all.
We were in the RV, and I walked to the back, and he's laying in the middle of the bed with his arms behind his head, and all the girls are laying on the bed with him. All of them, all laying on the bed with him. Mama, ¿quién como tú? I'm like, God, he's all right, right?
Sure. Or about the time he was in which I was going to tell his daughter, but I'm going to say it anyway so it'll be on record here. When we were in San Francisco, the show in San Francisco, and he was in one of the porta potties.
I believe
That's all I can say. That's all I have to say. And I'm going to tell you, they knocked on the door. They're like, hey, can we get you out? He was in there. Oh, they opened the door and he was in there.
Yeah. Having fun.
Yeah, having fun.
If this porta potty's rocky, what if porta potty's rocking? Don't bother knocking.
Right.
The porta potty.
Yeah, no, he was hella smooth, hella cool.
Yes.
And he was definitely a ladies' man. And, he'll be missed, man, forever.
Oh yeah,
man.
that definitely for sure.
Yeah.
He was a very fun person.
Yeah.
The whole way up there, man. We were just BSing, talking stuff, and comparing notes from different ends of California
I know. I think even Chola was talking to him, right?
Mm-hmm. Everybody.
And Tlecu was like, "What?"
He's like, "Shut up! Don't say that."
They said that Tlecu was driving the RV and he kept looking back, looking back.
He had one eye on the road and one eye on the back door.
And they're like, "Man, why don't you just turn the thing around and drive backwards?"
Well, the seat swiveled, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah, because we had Chole, we had Kat.
Yes.
And then we had Ruby. Then we picked up that one from Reedley. She had really long hair.
But we had not Marissa.
She came in.
She flew in.
It was Marissa, and then the other girl that hung out with Marissa too. Because all we did was we just sat there and smoked the whole time. We were just me and the other girl that was with Marissa. We were just.
That was a crazy ass show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling you, we were sitting down at the hotel and it says, "Avoid all outdoor activities." I'm like,
that's our show.
Because it's like 150 degrees there.
It was.
But people showed up.
Yeah. It was funny because, like I said, I was standing underneath the tent, and I was still getting roasted.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even getting sunburned. I was roasting. I got brown really quick.
I think. Where did I stay? I stayed at your cousin's house.
Oh my God!
Do you remember? We had like 50 people in there.
Oh yeah, my cousin.
Somebody slept on the pool table. I remember
but
that.
But Naomi was in the bed upstairs.
Yep, I had me a room. Okay, yep. I was married, and I wasn't even married yet, was I? I was on my way to getting married. Yeah.
No, my cousin was like, "Oh my God, I can't even go to my room, and there's bodies everywhere." And then my aunt's like, telling me like, what's going on? Like, what's all these people doing? I go, hey, Fabian asked. He said we could stay here.
Yeah.
So I mean, we just parked the RV outside, and
half the people stayed in the RV, and the other half were in the house. I still remember that.
Crazy.
Oh, we had fun.
God,
we had fun.
Yeah, I've grown a lot since then. Yeah, I can't do none of that stuff. It's too hard. It's too hard now.
You didn't go? Did you go with us to Idaho?
No, I haven't been to Idaho yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
no, I want to go. I haven't been there. I'm gonna go to Long Beach. Not Long Beach, L.A.
Oh yeah, for the
Viclasos, for
this
La
weekend?
Ofrenda.
Is it this weekend?
It's not this weekend. The weekend after next, the 17th, I believe.
Okay.
That weekend. So we're going out there to show them some support. Yeah, we're showing them support out there. So I'm gonna go out there with Alex. Nice. We're gonna go out there and grow our relationship with Viclasos.
Right on. Yeah, no, for sure. Well, and that's what we got to do, man. We got to keep going out there and showing support to the whole industry of lowriding.
Yes.
And our culture.
So what kind of Lolo do you got?
I have a 73 Buick Regal with hydraulics, and I'm working on a 65 Super Sport.
There you go. Okay.
So I got two cars. If I could, I'd collect more. I just don't have. I don't got the room.
Right.
Shit, neither do I.
I'm parking on the grass.
And I keep parking them, buying them, and parking them outside.
Yeah. So it's been wild. I can say that it's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been made me want to pull my hair out at times.
Right.
But
when did you find the love?
When do I find the love?
When did you find the love of lowriding? Like when was it that you decided, you know what, I need to get a car? I've been hanging out with these guys all this time. Well, don't have a car, but I'm seeing everybody driving around.
When I was with the person that I got married to, When I was with him, we bought a Regal together.
Okay.
And it was a G-body. So we started with that, and then we ended up with a Monte Carlo. And then I ended up with the first 73. I had the tan one. Okay. And then from there, once I got in the car accident and came out of the car accident, I just made a decision that from then on, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to pursue what I want to be into.
Yeah.
Right.
So from there, I picked up that other 73, and I haven't looked back since. And then that same year, I became chapter president of my club. So I've been I'm 11 years now with them. 11 years as chapter president.
So what's wrong with your car now? Because you haven't brought it out.
The hydraulics are getting put back in. The trunk was getting redone. The undercarriage just got redone and everything, and now I just got to do the upholstery again. It was already done, but you know how it is when you see one thing you want to change, and then the next thing you know, everything else starts getting changed too, and now you got all these car parts everywhere.
Never ending. Never ending.
So yeah, basically once I get the upholstery done, I can actually still bring it out, and then I want to tear it back down. I want to put a sunroof in it, and I want to redo my bumpers. I want to re-chrome my bumpers, but
chrome now is expensive.
Yeah, I'm going to take it somewhere else. I can't. There's nowhere here in Cal. If I take it out to the valley, you know.
Well, and what my understanding is, in 2026, there's not going to be no more chrome shops in California.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're outlawing it.
That's great. So you're gonna have
thanks to Newsom. Yeah,
so you're gonna have to go to Tijuana,
TJ, or take it to Nevada.
Or Mexicali. Mexicali is a good spot to take. A lot of people take their chrome out there.
Yeah, Mexicali is a good spot.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing that because I want both cars done. I'm on a mission now.
Is that 2025?
2026.
In 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
actually a year and 3 months.
Yeah, no more chrome shops.
Wow.
We went to Dave's shop, Auto Truck Bumpers over there in Hayward.
Really?
And went out there to pick up some bumpers for the wagon. And the grill, it was expensive. And I was like, damn, it's like buying a car.
No, and then what they want to use now is chrome. Have you seen that? It's like a plastic, like a paint kind of a chrome or something.
Yeah. They've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, that's caca. We don't want that. No, I want real chrome.
They did that in 1953. They did a test run where they put like plastic chrome on a bumper, which is 1953 Chevy. They did that to the front end, the front end, the bumper. So if you find an original 53 that's never been touched, and they keep rubbing it, cleaning the grill.
Wipe it right off.
No, it does. You can see it. You can kind of see silver where the chrome is. You start seeing like kind of the silver color. And I used to always think like, wow, that's crazy. It's like rubbing off. But I was told that it was an actual plastic chrome that they were testing back then to do that to all the chrome now, which they still do. They do it because if you see a lot of like the newer Cadillacs or Lexuses, they got that plastic chrome now.
It doesn't look good.
No, but that's
real.
That's going to be unless we open up our own chrome shop.
That's next.
Right.
Streetlow Chrome.
Right.
So how do you that's what I was saying. We've seen you progress. You've came in helping us, and even with your mija, your daughter, and
she has two.
Seeing her grow up, it's like it's family, right?
Yes.
But then seeing you progress, even with when you were married, and then
divorce,
and then
boyfriend,
right?
And traveling, coming back, coming back.
That's fun. You got to live life, man. You got to just grab that bull by the horns and ride that bitch into the sunset.
Right. No, you got to. You got to live life. You have to.
Yeah,
so you've actually, what I was saying is you've actually seen the behind the scenes, the real behind the scenes.
Yes, I've seen all of it,
and been there. And so it's like, what advice would you give to, let's just say, an up and coming young lady that would want to be interested or come into this type of, the scene?
You mean as a female rider, or as just into the scene, like kind of doing what I've been doing?
Well, I mean, because how you came in, right? It's like you were given an opportunity that most aren't given. You came into Streetlow Magazine. It's way different than just coming into like a car club.
Yes.
So, but you that's what I'm saying is like you came in that route. Or what inspiration or what kind of advice would you give?
You got to be open minded.
Okay.
Very, very, very open minded, because if you follow your sensibilities, and you see things like the things I've seen or the conversations I've had with people. you know, as a person without an open mind, you would run from it. You'd run from it, but I didn't, because I had an open mind, and I liked it. I liked being in the middle of all the cheesemen, all the stuff going on. I liked being in the middle of it and hearing all of it, and, you know, watching everybody do their thing.
Yeah.
So to somebody like wanting to come into this, I'd say have an open mind and just be ready. Be ready to hold your own, because you're in a male dominated thing. Even being with Streetlow, it's all guys. All you guys are all guys, and I'm the only girl here. So it's just something I've grown into. I've grown into it, and I'm wearing it now. You know what I mean? I'm really wearing it. It's like a suit now, the Streetlow suit. So yeah, I just say more than anything, have an open mind and don't let anything like deter you. You know what I mean? Because I've seen some craziness, and I've heard some craziness, and I've witnessed some craziness, and the one night we were at where were we at? In I think Long Beach, and your cousin Art was out in the RV doing some stuff, and they sent me out there to go get the beer, and I opened it up, and I witnessed something I shouldn't have witnessed, and I grabbed the beer and ran.
Right.
I ran, but not before remembering to grab that 12-pack and run.
Right.
Just, it's like I've seen stuff, so it's like open mind. I have an open mind, so it's like that, and you guys are my family, so it's like I've just been. It's like we have a relationship where even if we don't talk to each other for a month. You know what I mean? Right. We all come back together, and it's all love. It's all, we just pick up where we left off, and that's
well, how at least I try to do that. I try to call everybody at least once or twice, even if we're not tight. Like we're tight, but not like on a daily basis. Talking, you know?
Yeah, but see, I mean, we just pick up right where we leave off. So that's how your friendships and your relationships should be. You should be able to everybody do their thing, but yet still be able to come back together and just pick up where you left off and just work.
But isn't that crazy though? What's kept us together is this culture. Mm-hmm. Lowriding, that's how we met. We met because of this.
Yes.
I mean, if this didn't exist, we probably would never know each other. We probably
wouldn't have crossed paths at all.
We probably see each other here and there, but nothing like, you know, how we've done it to this point, this long, you know.
Going back to, I remember we were having a conversation, and you were speaking that, you know, when you were in Mexico, that you had came across a woman that was, you know, she went on your birthday, and she said, "You're a house." Right. She was saying your symbol is a house, the Cali. Right. Because, you know, you're gonna build something for others to come into.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I was told.
Remember that?
Long time ago.
Yeah, and that stuck with me.
Yeah, they told me that. I was in Mexico, and I was at a carnival in Mexico, and it was an Indian lady. It was actually. She gave me a rock. I still got the sack with the little rock, and then she looked at me. She goes,
"She got the rocks."
Got the rocks. You know, I didn't smoke it, but I just kept it. But no, she came up to me. She said, you know, she was looking at me. She goes, you know, you resemble a home. She goes, you know that. I'm like, and she was just looking at me and told me, you know, you bring other people into your home, you know, and you kind of like you have a warm house, and you kind of like you welcome people, and they're gonna do things that are going to be greater than what you guys are putting together.
You brought together your band of misfits.
Right. We're like the mutants, right?
Yes.
But no, and that was cool, man. And it did stick to me. I think a lot of theories stuck to me as I was growing up. I would listen to a lot of older cats, too, because you always have to listen to the past, too. You know, Sonny Madrid, again, I'll keep bringing him up because he was a mentor, me growing up, and seeing the work that he did and wanting to be in that world, you know, but I couldn't be in his world because I was in my own world. Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that we built something almost similar to what he did and make people remember who they were through a book that we were putting together.
He's a pioneer.
Pioneer, definitely. Yes, and his word, his magazine will live forever. That's where I kind of get upset at people using the name Lowrider and even the actual symbol itself and making money off of it, when the real people that work hard to build it, to create what it is today, you know, they just grab it and run with it. And our culture don't understand that, well, not that they don't understand, maybe because nobody's ever spoken on it, but, you know, it's not us. We're real lowriders. We are a Lowrider magazine. Streetlow is a Lowrider magazine. We don't have the actual symbol itself, but we are that magazine. The symbol itself died years ago. They've used it to run with it.
It's all about money.
and they use a lot of our own people to run with them.
Yes.
And they use them as much as they want to use them. They'll use them as much as they can, and then they'll drop them. And then when they drop them, they're running around going, "Oh my God, they're this, they're so bad." No, they've always been bad. Mm-hmm. But you were just that person that helped promote them, help build them. Like I know they keep doing these events and calling them tours and bringing out, but you have to understand, we are the real lowriders. You guys are the real lowriders. You guys are.
Yeah.
If you're going to create an event somewhere in your city, create it, put your name on it, because you guys are the real lowriders. You don't need an actual symbol to say, oh, they're going to make it greater, because they don't. We make it greater. We as lowriders make everything greater, because that's who we are. We build these cars for us, our enjoyment, and for our raza enjoyment.
Yeah, so, I guess I would say that, lowrider, if you think about it, right, lowrider is for everyone and belongs to no one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's we're all a part of it.
Right.
We all have our play in it. We all.
But they want to put these big names behind and go, oh, my God, it's owned by this, it's owned by that. Oh, my God, who gives a shit? Yeah. Without us, they ain't got nobody.
Okay.
You can go to the movies, right? But if nobody's at the movies, guess what? It's not a movie. You don't have to make
cars, without the people driving them. There's nothing. You don't have a show. You don't have anything, because
and that going back to that's what Streetlow is about. We're a history book.
Right.
We're not just a magazine. We're a history book, because we're showing everyone enjoying it. You can go back through all the issues and be like, oh man, check it out. It looks like they're having fun, and we're still doing it.
Right. Right. And we're trying to have fun. We want to live that life that we wanted to live when we were kids. When I used to go to these shows, I'm like, oh my God, I would see these girls, I would see these cars, I want a car like that. But we couldn't afford it, Oh my God, the woman like that, oh, I could never touch a woman like that. It wasn't like that we couldn't touch her, just, that was the thing. We were seeing things that were very untouchable at the time.
Yeah, with stars in your eyes, like,
right,
wow, I want that. Right. I want to have that.
So I think Lowrider at the time, the actual magazine at the time, that when it was actually the magazine and an actual tour event, I don't know, a tour company at the time, they were doing good things. You got to give it out to Albert Lopez too. I was mad at him at one time because I felt that he sold our magazine. And I want to say this because it's something that I felt in my heart. I was like, man, this guy's a sellout. He sold our raza out. Just fortunately that we were able to start the magazine at the time that he sold it. But then as I went along and became a publisher and then I understood him. I could understand why he had to get out. There was problems. There was things that he was going through. And it was the right time. He cashed out when he could and live his life. He was living comfortable as anyone should after a lot of work. But they actually built this magazine, this vision, and they did it so well that now other people want to use it and say, we're going to bring it back again. But you can't, because these are the guys that, like you said, they pioneered this to put it together. You got to also El Larry too. It's another guy, Oh, yeah. I don't know if he hates me or not. Some people tell me he hates me. Some people, I don't know. But El Larry was to me, is also a pioneer of the car show scene.
Oh yeah.
And he did it. He did it. I mean, I looked at the stuff he was doing. I studied anybody and everybody I could. And I know there's people out there studying us too, but it's still, we're learning. So you want to study me, you're still going to learn, because I'm still learning. I think
what they want to know is, how have you been doing this for so long still?
Passion. Heart. In my heart. Passion. Real passion.
That's what they want to know, is how you still, after all these years, still able to hold it down.
It's so much passion that I have in lowriding. They can't even understand. I mean, I'm a hoarder to everything to do with lowriding.
Literally.
And literally.
He's got a museum.
Yeah, and I collect all kinds of magazines too. I've always collected lowrider magazines till I felt that, okay, these aren't collectible no more. To me, it's all propaganda now. This isn't who we were. But I did collect a lot of the old school ones. And to me, that's what it has lost itself, but it hasn't. Because we're still here.
Yes.
You don't need me. You don't need me as a magazine. You don't need anybody. We're still here, and we're going to continue to go. Magazines are going to disappear. They're going to come back. everything movies are going to come and go, but we're still here. No matter what, nothing is going to justify who we really are as lowriders.
Yes.
So people can sit there and say, oh, my God, because they asked me that in one of the interviews. What do you think is going to happen? Lowrider went away, Lowrider Magazine, which was back in, 2018, 2016?
2019, their last publication.
2019? Yeah.
That
you
was,
see?
that was the last time they published.
So could you imagine? It's almost like it's like an artist. Oh, it's my last album, and 3 years later he comes out with another one. And then, that's my last album. Come on, man!
The farewell tour.
It. Yeah, stop it. So this magazine went out. They could try to bring it back. It's going to cost them a lot of money, but do they have the money, and do they want to put out the money to put it? Are we worth the money for them to actually create an actual magazine, or they're going to keep trying to cash out on these events using other promoters and using other people?
Yeah,
is that what they're going to continue to do?
They couldn't even hold it down on the internet as an internet magazine. I'd rather turn a page than swipe left and right.
Right, for sure. You want to hold it. You guys got to hold it, because that to me, this is like it's an honor to be in pages. If we think it's worth putting your car in our magazine, that's an honor. To me, it's an honor. Mm-hmm. But if you're not, it's if you're.
You should see how excited they get, like when we go out, because we're doing the shoots now.
Right,
so
right.
When I go out with Alex and these guys, we tell them, we want to. Oh, really? Is it for a Streetlow shoot? And they get excited. Yeah. They still.
Well, no. We and that's what I'm saying. We do this for them. I love them for loving us, and it's not just they're loving all of us, because it's not just me. It's all of us, mm-hmm. and just the strength of the publication. Because we've been around for 26 years now. It's going on 27.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like I feel honored that other people feel honor about it. Like it's not like every time I look at a magazine, okay. But then I'll sit there and I'll pick it up again. I'm looking at the magazine, but this time I'm looking at it like we didn't build it, but I'm looking at it as a customer, and I'm going, fuck.
Yeah,
this fucking magazine's bad. I'm sorry, but we do a good ass magazine, and I thank the magazines that were back then. I really, Lowrider Magazine when they first started, Sunny Madrid, the Sunny Madrid era magazine. Even Albert Lopez when he did his thing, because we took a little bit of what they were doing too, but that to me was the heart of it. I was like, wow, man, these guys. They're making it fun for all of us. Mm-hmm. Where now it's not fun; it's about making money, mm-hmm. right? And to me, it's like I want to make it fun as much as I can. That's why I try to bring in entertainment to all the events, the bigger entertainments we can. Bring in the people you kind of want to see. Sometimes these entertainments are so big, like I can't really bring them in because I want to scare everybody with a price. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's other promoters charging us huge prices, and they're doing it, but they're not bringing in, the entertainment I think they should be bringing in and giving everybody a good show.
A value for their buck.
Yes.
Right. But like I said, again, it's they're using just a name. And they're using our people to put these events together in different cities and different counties and different states.
It's going back to, how it's we as a community, Lowrider community, we have the financial power, we have buying power, right? And so when Lowrider Magazine went out of publication in 2019, it was picked up by Hot Rod Magazine, and so the sales weren't there. So they're like, oh, well, it's not there. There's no money. But the person who ended up picking up the logo and doing it as a clothing saw that there's money in the clothing, and so they were able to utilize that to hype everyone back up, and so they think, oh, it's Lowrider Magazine, but it's not. It's not. It's someone that's just using it as a facade.
Logo. It's a logo.
Using it as a facade to grab in to get our money, and that's what it is.
Well, that's why I say it's kind of like it's a logo show.
Yeah,
that's what it is, and using our own people to buy into it. Yeah. And they get all excited. Oh, we're gonna get the name. But you have to understand, that's all you're getting. You're not getting the experience. You're not getting the excitement of the real people that put it together, the thoughts, and again, we are Lowrider. We're all Lowriders. There's no reason why you can't do a show in your city.
Yeah.
And it's a Lowrider car show. You just can't use the logo, but it's a Lowrider car show no matter what. They're not the only people in this world that can use the name Lowrider to create an actual show. It's not. It's the Lowrider name is a name that's used by everybody.
Yeah, they only copyrighted the way that it is,
the design.
It's presented,
it's a
but
design.
not the word itself. So
no, it's a design. It's an actual design. So it's a shame that they've done what they're doing, and
it's kind of like what DC and Marvel try to do, where they try to copyright superhero. They say, get out of here, that's a generic word.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Lowrider is a generic word. That
Correct.
You know, you can't copyright a generic word.
No, because I am a lowrider.
Yeah.
You're a lowrider.
Right.
You're a lowrider. We're lowriders, no matter what. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's something that they can't take from us, you know. But they're using it.
The lowrider's the person.
Yeah, they can't take it from us, but they're using it against us because they're using it to profit off our own people, and the people. You guys got to understand that it's. I mean, we're not hating. You can see, oh, no, they're hating. They got to be hating. You know, your thought is your thought. You know, but it's just facts. It's not an opinion. It's an actual fact that.
I mean, how many people would actually support these individuals if they really came out and, you know,
knew who they really were?
Yeah, if they knew who they were.
If they knew, if you could see who they really are, and you know, don't use these big names behind you. Or I'm gonna go see if I get Fox, you know, or get ABC or NBC to sponsor, to become part of. It doesn't matter. You can use these big names, but were these names around when we were lowriding?
No.
Hell no. None of these were. You know?
Actually, then going back, they were actually part of the negative stigmatism that they have given us, you know, whereas, you know, they utilized the media to put fear that we were bad people, that lowriders were negative, you know, I mean.
Right. The gangbanger stigma.
Right. Well, I mean, it happened.
No,
you know, in the 60s it was bad, 50s. Yeah. But it's kind of like the hot rods.
No. There's people that are lowriders come from all different
for sure.
kinds of backgrounds. I mean, look at me. Government employee, and they're
no,
and I'm like, yes, I do.
And for you to be a lowrider, it's expensive now. It's not I'm going to be a lowrider. That's it. It's expensive hobby, lifestyle, anything. Because if you want to go build a little, you know, we made it expensive.
Yes,
we made everything expensive.
Kind of shot ourselves in the foot with that one.
Right. If you want to build an actual little toys. I mean, look at this. Come on, man. They didn't even make these back in the days.
Well, they're making them now.
They're making them now, little 64s, because it's profitable.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is profitable, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's us as our own people, our own wrestling. We need to start thinking and start like working with each other instead of against each other, because that's what's going on. It's like that saying, the crabs in the bucket that keep pulling each other down. Well, we got to stop doing that, and you know, you just got to stop talking negative. That's number one thing.
Yes.
Start talking facts and get away from the negativity. Because negativity, the people that talk negative were the ones that started what happened. You know, they're the ones that created this whole, you know, to sit here and say, oh, you know, I don't even want to say things. I could go on and bring up people that I think are full of shit.
Well, they weren't crying when they were cashing in those corporate checks.
Well, of course not. Of course not.
They weren't crying then, but all of a sudden
wiping my $100 bills.
Well, like I said, there hasn't been another real publisher, which I understand. There hasn't been a publisher since Sonny, since Albert Lopez. Who else?
Everyone else were just puppets.
Yeah, everybody else just wants to create and build, and I understand. I you know, you can sit here and say, "Oh, fuck Streetlow," and he's just talking out of his ass. He's hating on all of us. But I'm not. I mean, put in the work, put in the time, and get the negativity out of your mouth. Because as big as we are, or as small as you think we are, we hear all the bullshit half of you guys say. And I hear a lot of it.
And, you know,
I do too.
we don't hate.
And we don't hate. I don't really care about it. But that's the reason why a lot of these people don't.
But what gets us is that the fact that, you know, these individuals who are publishers, who are out there putting out a magazine, right? They don't give the credit to where their inspiration came from. Like you're giving the credit to Sonny Madrid. That's where the inspiration came from Orly's, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh. But these individuals, they'll no.
They'll go back to Lowrider.
Yeah.
They won't give us credit because we're here right now.
Even though
we're not gone yet.
Even though some were photographers, were part of our crew,
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden you know what, I can do this on my own. And then, or a
lot of them went to go work for other publications at the time. And they want to sit around and talk,
It's all about the name.
But like I said, it's if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have a platform. Yeah. Nobody would. And they could sit here and say, oh, no, we grew up off Lowrider. Bullshit. Because Lowrider wasn't here all the time. Mm-mm. They were down south most of the time. Yeah. And I get it. That's why we created Streetlow. That's why I thought for a good amount of time of my life, I felt, okay, we're losing it. There's nothing going on. There was just little things here and there in Northern California. And now to go down south, I'm going, fuck, they're partying out here, man. But that's our style, too. So in order to bring that back and forth, we had to create a book that, kind of complemented north and south.
Ends of the state, man. Take care of everybody.
That's what it was. That's why when everybody's like, oh, you're from up north? No, I'm from California. I was born up north, but I'm from California. I love Southern California as much as I love Northern California. There's nothing different. The only difference is I live in Northern California.
They used to look at us like that when we used to go and do the shows down south. They go, where are you guys from? Oh, you're from up north? Yeah. Oh, and then they looking at you like.
Only the ignorance.
Yeah. I don't want to fight you. I want you to come in and enjoy the show.
For sure.
You're acting like I want to fight with you or something.
Oh, there was. I want to say like 99.9% of the people down south are beautiful, man. They're good people. There's that 1% that hate their own lives, man. I mean, they can't go anywhere because they just can't. They have that mentality from, I don't know, from their neighborhood or whatever it is, that they feel that they can't leave their neighborhood or nobody else can come walk into it, and they're missing.
You're fighting over a block that at the end of the day doesn't belong to you.
Oh, and they're missing life. You're missing life. You're not traveling. You got to see the world. And you got to see all the lowriders around the world. Shit, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, Florida,
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, all them places. Ruben, thanks to Ruben that brought us out there. Yeah. Jaime that brought us to Chicago. Yep.
Remember we did.
I don't want to
New
forget
Mexico.
names.
Remember we had the show out there, Española,
yeah. All these areas, man. We've gone. We've seen the same exact style, but then the cities will be like, oh. Do they get down like we get down, or you get? Oh, we get down the same way. We're all the same. Yes. We're all brown people at the end of the day, and this is something that we love to do. So there's no difference in. I mean, the only difference is definitely how you want to build your car.
Yeah.
But we're still living this exact same lifestyle of lowriding.
Everybody has a little bit of a different style everywhere, even though we're all doing the same thing. Right. Like in some places, like they want like more neon lights under their car, which I don't like. Underglow, they got all that other stuff, and we're like, we don't do that.
So, a question I want to ask you, Naomi, how do you feel about these girls out here lowriding now? Like, I mean, and you got to give them benefit of the doubt. Because, again, like I said, there was an actual question in me and Paulie at the time. We talked about the hoppers, and Paulie was upset because at the time hoppers are coming out doing their thing. And, they don't know how to hop. They don't know how to do this. They don't know how to do that. But I told Paulie, I said, well, Paulie, if you think about it, that was us back then too. Mm-hmm. So every generation is going to have their beginning. Like right now, this is their beginning. It's not their past. It's their future. That a lot of these youngsters nowadays are lowriding, or they're
just getting started.
Right, and then there's a lot of the older cats. Get upset about, oh my God, you know what? They don't know what they're doing. And
they're gatekeeping, though.
Right. But you have to go back to when we were young, and the older cats were saying the same thing about us.
Yes.
Oh, these guys, these kids in their boom boom trucks, and they're fucking everything up.
Mini trucks.
Right. Because that was my era. The boom boom trucks was my era. I had a mini truck, but I also got into Impalas. But at the same time, got into bombs and then just kind of graduated from there on my own way of lifestyle. But so, like I said, my thing, just keep it in mind. Like, what do you think of the girls now lowriding? The women of lowriders? Because I know there's a lot of girls out there getting their how can I say, their props. Getting awards, being on different social media networks.
Which is good.
Good.
We're not being negative.
But is this something that's been around for a long time?
Yeah, it wasn't. The wheel didn't get they're trying to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
It's been around for a long time. I'm glad that all these women are coming out now. I mean, the real true ones, not the ones that are just riding it for a fad so they can get, whatever it is they're trying to get out of it.
Right. There's guys like that too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
there's a lot of people like that.
But I feel like as a woman sometimes, we have to prove ourselves a little more because it's a male-dominated thing. And now it's becoming more women, but I feel like it's a male-dominated thing. So I feel like if you're really, truly into it, you can hold your own, and you're more than welcome to be part of this. But if you're just in it for just.
But I mean, do you think because you're a woman, you think you think the guys have looked at the girls down, like, oh my God, they're lowriding, whatever, or have we given you?
Some have, yes. They don't take us serious. Some of them don't take us serious. They go, oh, how cute! Oh, they got a little lowrider. How cute! No, it's not. But
okay.
But can I drive
it?
Exactly. Can I drive it though? Can I drive your car?
No, but no, it's true. But you have to understand. I've seen these clubs come and go for years since I was a kid. I've seen them come and go, and maybe that's the reason why these other car clubs or male clubs haven't taken them serious, because they're figuring, well, they're not around. Where are they at? Where a lot of these other clubs have been around for so long, and they continue to be around.
The girls from before that have been in these clubs, they did not get their due props back then. They didn't.
Right.
That's why there's a lot of people acting like women just came into lowriding yesterday, and they haven't.
Okay, do you think maybe they were into it because they were trying to hook up? Like trying to get with the guys and be like, hey, you know what? Guys do the same thing. They fix cars so the girls can be like, oh my God, look. But I'm just saying, like, it's been in my thought. Like, I'm like, are these girls really into it because they want to be into it?
I think there are some that are into it just because of the attention factor. Honestly, I believe there's a few out there like that.
But it's always been like that though, even with the guys though.
Yeah,
because.
But see, for them, it's okay because it's a male-dominated thing. You guys give each other props, Yeah.
But it's like I'm not a model. I can't sing, so I'm going to build a car so at least everybody can see me driving it. And that's kind of like that's to make you look like a star, right? Maybe the same thing with a girl, right? That's why I always thought, like, okay, maybe the girls get into it because they want to get into it because of the scene of the guys, and it is.
See, but the thing, like me, I'm like a little. I don't know if I'm biased with it because I grew up in it. Like seeing my sister at 18 years old in the 80s cruising, and I'd go with her because I was the little sister. I'd put my chola makeup on, put on my little chola bands. We died
looking for some vatos.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? That's
see, we were young.
So that's why I go back to that. Like even when I was younger, I mean, I built my car to cruise, to pick up chicks.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't build a car so to like, oh my God, look at that. Can I ride with you? No, man.
Come on, trying to hold your hand.
Right. But that's the reason why a lot of these cars are being built. Mm-hmm. Now it's taking it to a different level. They're in car competitions, they're doing events, everything's going on. But these cars are being built to show off your personality.
Yes,
I guess this is my personality. This is the way I want to build my car.
I see it, if you're doing it for the love of it and because this is who you are and because you love this, it's no problem at all. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's hard to tell.
There's a few out there that do make some of us females look bad because I'm like a sister to everybody. You know what I mean? And they don't look at me like, oh, look, let's go get it, Naomi. They don't look at me like that. They look at me as sister. So I hear the conversations that these guys have when they refer to other female riders, and some of the conversations are not nice. They. They go, oh, yeah, let's go get her. And,
of course,
somebody's going to fuck. And you're like, oh, really?
Well, could you imagine the military?
Yeah.
Right? You got girls and guys in the military, and they're in a boat stuck together.
Of course. Yeah.
Hey, man, did you see homegirl over there? She took off her camouflage. And, but, again, that's why I say, it's a tough world. And I know there's a lot of, how can I say, different looks toward what a woman in lowriding should be, and respectful, and la mujer, and there's a lot of that, and I see
feminism,
feminism, which I feel, I mean, everybody has its own way of doing things, and I respect it all, because I say, to me, once for whatever you're into, that's it, that's who you are. and I definitely respect everybody for it.
Well, I mean, and I like that these girls have brought attention to it.
For sure.
You know, they brought a lot of attention to it, and I've seen a lot of beautiful cars. I mean, and I look at them, you're like, who's driving this? Oh, her? She's driving this? And you're like, wow, that's a nice car, you know?
Right. Well, there's clubs also, which, you know, I've seen that they do things. They actually, they're doing the Toys for Tots.
Yes.
They're actually giving guys a run for their money too.
They're taking their platform and they're using it for something good.
Right.
You know what I mean, to bring good attention to it and
for sure.
Well, that's bringing back to how, you know, us as lowriders, we are part of a bigger community, and so we give back to the community, regardless of whether you're a male dominant or female dominant. Right. We're always doing something to give back to the community. Right. You know. So I mean, I just wanted to state of, you know, the whole car building. Right. Yeah. Right. We build the cars to attract the women. Right. You know, I remember, you know, when we were talking with Chucky, you know, back in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, we were cruising King and Story right there.
Yes.
I mean, you would have a carload of girls, and, you know, it's like, hey, what's up? And then, you know, we're riding with the homies, and then it just pull over, and then we're pulling over, and then just, you know.
Well, I mean, they're still doing that now, but it's just in Hondas.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, those are our cars from back then. Right. You know, it just, I mean, that's how they're riding now. Trucks, SUVs, you know, that's their way of cruising up and down, picking up on each other, taking off cruising.
But we did it for the attention.
Taking off, I mean, to a party, drinking, having fun, cooking up. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to get at with the girl thing is, I don't think there should be a division.
There shouldn't. There shouldn't.
To me, when I hear girls talking about, well, you know, we've always been put down, and they don't look at us seriously, but we do. Some don't, but then some do, some don't, but that's how we look at guys too. But as a woman being in this industry, I feel that you should be accepted and you shouldn't talk. Don't talk the negative, oh, we're doing this because the guys have always said we can't do it. We never said that. I mean, I know I haven't.
Some have out there,
but the guys are saying I'm machistas. You know, the guys that got problems. You know, you might be an alcoholic. I don't know. But to me, I mean, I've never said that. Every time I see a girl driving a car, I'm like, whoa, shit. Well, I mean, 1 year, I think it was a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, I went cruising with my daughter, my wife, and I'm driving, I'm going, holy shit.
A lot of girls.
Everybody, there was more girls out there than, well, no, I can't say more than guys, but I want to say, like, out of 100%, there was about a good 40% women. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot.
Well, a lot of them are coming from the era, you know, of ours that, you know,
Papa was a Rolling Stone and hanging me down a car.
Yeah,
I know, and that's cool, and that doesn't make her less of a lowrider, no. You know, because she was born right into it. Yeah. You know, some of them have bought their cars because you know the passion of seeing and looking and being part of made you want to buy one, and there's some that got divorced. And took that car from them, but you know
that was already mine. What are you talking about? They were all mine,
right? So you know, but that's how it is. You know, it people are going, oh man, her old man built that. Yeah, and some did, or man, they took that. Her daddy gave it to her. He did, but I mean, it doesn't make her less of a lowrider.
No, well, with passion going with that, like you know, my daughters, I got my 2 daughters, and you know, my 14-year-old, she's shotgun. It's her car. Mm-hmm. You know, that 49 is her car. Oh, yeah. Shotgun. But the thing is, she's also learning about the vehicle. She's learning how, you know, she's right there. My daughters are right there when I'm working on it. They're learning. They're not just, you know.
That's how it was my dad.
Yeah. So, you know, so that in essence, there are women out there that actually work on their own rides. And that's
they love it.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
No, they love it. That's what their passion is. You know, like my daughter, same thing. Yeah. She, you know, that Suburban I bought, that's her Suburban. She loves it. She wants it. My kids want them too, but they'll get them. Eventually they'll get them. They'll get their cars. You know, they just got to graduate.
You got enough to hand a few out, so you're okay.
Oh, for sure.
Good. You got enough to hand a few out.
For sure. I think each one of them is going to at least have 4 cars.
Some adopted children too.
Some adopted. No, that's where the other ones will go to. Yeah. But,
I mean, like, I like my dad. Taught me how to change a tire. Yeah. Taught me where the oil went. Taught me how to pull the plug out of the bottom to get the oil out. Yep. Taught me where all my fluids were.
Shit, I was just showing Tlecu how to do that shit.
Yesterday?
He had a bomb. He didn't know. He's, dude, where do you put gas? He opened up his trunk. I'm like, what are you doing? You put stuff in here. I might as well put gas in it too, right? I'm like, no.
Why not?
But yeah, no. So again, back to what I was talking about. So to me, it's the girl thing, right? So you didn't answer the whole question yet. So how do you feel about the women now, lowriding? I know you were saying that they've earned the respect and all that stuff, but do you think it's going to a positive area right now? You think they should be talking about that everybody's against them, or they should be just be part of who we are?
I think
as a
you
whole?
should just be part of who we are as a whole, because if you're going to set yourself aside like that gets noticed. You know what I mean? And then now you're going to give everybody else a kind of, with the chip that you have on your shoulder, you're going to give everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I think it should all flow together.
Because when I mentioned the names, there's a couple of girl car clubs. Las Dueñas from San Jose.
Yeah.
And then you got Las Ladies of Lowriding out of Los Angeles, which got their award.
There's another one, Mira La Car Club, I believe they're from Stockton.
They're the ones that did the show just
did.
recently, right?
That's Chicana's car club.
There's a Chicana's
Car
Pride
Club.
or something like that.
Right.
Something like, no, is it Chicana's Pride?
Chicana's car club. They're
Car
the
club.
ones.
Yeah.
They're the ones that did the.
And that's nice. I mean, to actually hear four or five of these girl car clubs is kind of cool. Where before there was one, but nobody really talked about it because it was dominated by male. Mm-hmm. And at the time, it was more of a hookup. Because I remember, I mean, shit, we used to party with them. That's why I can't remember. And it wasn't. I don't know if they took it serious. I think it was more of a, I got a car, I'll put rims on it, drive it, and that was it. More where I think a lot of these girls now, like from Dueñas, I've seen them, they fix up their cars nice.
Yeah.
You know, they put money into it, they're putting their time into it, and they're putting events together, which back then they weren't doing that.
Well, I mean, us girls don't want to roll around in junk.
Right,
you know what I mean? We don't want to roll around.
Right.
I don't feel like we have more of a point to prove. Well, kind of a more of a point to prove, but me for one, as being a female, when I want to take my car out, I want to make sure that it looks good because it's a reflection of who I am.
For sure.
I don't want no bumper hanging off, or you know what I mean, wires coming out of under the dash everywhere. Just
God damn, I got to do something about my shit.
Well, I mean, that just goes. I mean, she made that point, right? Us, we'll come out all greñudo like nothing, right? But no, forget about it now.
We gotta fix that shit, right?
Got to have the makeup, got to have the nails, got to have the hair.
Got to tuck all the wires in, tuck all the fat in, tuck it all in, tuck it all in.
Meanwhile, we don't care.
Right. We just want to ride, and if we have primer spots, we don't care.
Because I know people out there. Just being a female doing that, and then being part of Streetlow too. I know I get more like scrutinized. You know what I mean? Sometimes. So it's like if you're gonna look at my car and
she thinks she's all that.
You don't think I don't feel that like vibe coming. I feel that vibe coming off of people sometimes. I'm like, I'm just me. I mean, I just happen to fall into this life, and this is what I do.
Well, you know, like I say, it will always be those negative guys and people. I don't say guys because it was those negative people we had in our circle that go out there and talk their masa, and they're talking about themselves to other people, but they're using us as an example.
Yeah.
Tlecu, man, he just talks all this, he does this, he does.
But don't know the history. Don't know the history at all.
No, it's them doing it. They're the ones that actually are doing it. They're the ones that are doing the mess, talking the smack, and talking shit about other people. And they go, oh, no, it was Streetlow. Streetlow did it. Streetlow's the one that put this guy down, put that guy down. And we did it. It wasn't us. It was a certain person that we had to get rid of. And this has been happening since 2020, 2021, 2022. I mean, we've been getting rid of people that way. And it's
they
just
kind of fall off too, you know what I mean?
Well, no, we got rid of them. I just closed the door and I said, that's it. And they would call me, I wouldn't answer for the fact that I didn't want that bad vibe. Because it poisoned the rest of you guys. You know, they would come in and be like, oh yeah, we don't have to do this no more. Shit, we've already earned our stripes. What the fuck? Are we in the army here now? No, man. I mean, we're hustling every day. If I got to hustle and put a book together for you and hustle every penny I got to make sure it's published and it has your name in it, there has some kind of worth to it. I mean, you got to hustle too.
Yep.
But a lot of these guys didn't want to do it. And then these guys would hustle on the side.
Yeah. For themselves.
Yeah. And create, oh my God, I'm going to do this. I want to create this. And as soon as we cut them off, boom, they went on their own. That was it.
They were gone, and you heard nothing from them ever again.
Nope.
Because they fell off right there.
And that was it. And that was just, you know, that was the answer to their own question. can I withhold this lifestyle like this with all these lowriders? You know what I'm saying? Like we were out there promoting and actually giving light to a lot of events and stuff, and they felt they were the ones doing it too, and because of them, Streetlow wasn't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt like they were the ones that were actually,
they were holding it all up.
Yeah, because of them, Streetlow became bigger. It went the magazine itself, like anything else, becomes bigger with time. Year after year after year, it grows.
It's all of our work.
Yeah, it's and that's all of our work. It's not just one person's work. That's someone when I would hear a me, I'd be like, see, you out of here. Mm-hmm. I don't want to. I'd rather you out than you stay in. It's always been a us.
Well, that was one of a great attribute of Gilbert that has, but it's also one of his Achilles' heel is that he is so open and allowing for someone to come in. And, they're like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, okay. Gilbert's like, yeah. But then all of a sudden that individual starts, oh, well, this is all me. This is all me. And I was like, wait a minute.
Well, that's where you got to cut it off right there.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, you are just so like, if someone were to come and say, hey, this is what I want to do, as I stated, Gilbert doesn't have jobs. Let me put it out. Gilbert doesn't have a job for anybody. Gilbert doesn't create jobs. You need to create your own position. Mm-hmm. You got to create your own hustle. But you're doing it for the love. You're doing it for Streetlow. We're doing it so that we can put out and disseminate this lifestyle that we all enjoy doing, right. Versus, like you said, right? They're like, oh, that's below my level. I'm not going to do that. I've been doing this for already X amount, and I don't have to do that no more.
Yes. Nope. Everybody's got to put their time in for everything.
Like, I'm right there parking the cars. I'm right there, right. And meanwhile, everyone else is having fun, doing their thing, whatever. Right. It's like, and then it's like, okay, I got done doing this. Now it's time to hustle and, let's get this going,
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's how it is. It's always, that's why I get to the point like, where's everybody at? Well, the car's already parked. Well, they parked themselves. Like, it's already
self-parking cars.
Yeah, well, no, they do. And all these car clubs, you guys know too, man. When you come to a Streetlow show, it's called self-park. They already know where they're going to park. They know what they're going to do.
Well, it is because they've been coming to our shows for so long. They already know where they've already got their spots set up, so they just go and they just park.
Right. So when you come to a Streetlow show, you're not just coming to a car show. You're coming to a Streetlow picnic happening.
Yeah,
because
an event.
When you come to us, you meet us all. It's a fun place to come. For everybody to come.
Trust me, Gilbert tries. When people get upset because we don't allow barbecue pits, or it has nothing to do with us. It's the proprietors. It's these people. The grounds that we rent. They don't allow it. If it was up to us, we would have.
Bring it all in.
Sure.
Because we understand, as lowriders, what it takes to prepare, get the car ready. You got to get the family ready. You got to do all these preparations, and all of it costs money. Then you got to get gas and then come. We want to alleviate some of that stress, and so that, you can bring your own food. You can bring your own drinks, because the spectators are going to come. They're coming for you guys. They're coming for us to watch the show, to see the cars. So they're your spectators, so they're gonna purchase the food that's there. But as car clubs, as participants, we want you guys to
bring your own stuff.
But
bring your sandwiches, bring
sometimes
chips.
That's out of our hands, and I just want to state that it's not Gilbert, trying to be, trying to pinch.
No, I'm the one that brought in barbecue pits and all that. I allowed all that to a lot of different venues. But there's certain venues that just don't want them in there no more because it's not us, it's the fire department.
No, and that's where I tell everybody, just bring all your food in Ziploc bags and load up your ice chest with your water and your sodas and come.
It just last year, not this year, but last year, I was charged $1,400 for open pits in Salinas.
Wow!
So I told the guys this year,
the
first time they charged me $1,400.
Yeah, because we used to.
Yeah.
Man, I remember the Salinas show. There was this which I thought was pretty sick, a 65 Chevy truck, barbecue pit in the back. I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah. And it's cool they did it again this year. And I told the guys, I go, look, if they charge me, I'm charging you guys. But luckily they didn't. So like I said, I'm not gonna charge you guys something that I know. I'm not gonna take advantage of anybody. That's the number one thing I don't want to do. I want to leave our name stamped in the world of lowriding as a good name. I don't want you guys to, oh my gosh, Streetlow took advantage of us, Streetlow robbed us, Streetlow did this, because it's nothing like that. If there's something that needs to be taken care of or something that needs to be, just come up to us, man. Just come up to us, talk to us. We'll listen. I mean, hopefully, find the question to your answer. But all in all, man, let me. I know we're running out of time already, right? No, you don't care. All right, another hour or two is all good. No, but again, thank you for coming, Naomi.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm still gonna be here. So.
Well, no, and you've been through a lot, Naomi.
Yeah.
You have been through a lot.
Major car accidents and divorces and weddings and just
flew out of a car. Right?
Yeah.
Flew out of a car.
Broke both legs, died a couple of times. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so for you to still be here with us and, I just want to say how much I appreciate you.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. We've been through a lot. We all have.
Yes.
And
yes, we have.
And many more to go.
Yeah, no,
Many
we're
more
not
to go.
going nowhere. Not going anywhere.
So if you guys see Naomi,
be nice to her.
Be nice to me because
be nice to her.
Yeah,
she's in the front.
I'll fight. Yeah. I'll fight.
She likes the green herbs.
Yes. Oh, I think there's a lot of people out there that come to the shows that know that already because I end up with all kinds of edibles and cookies and vape pens and it's just everybody just drop me stuff off right there at the table. It's kind of nice.
That's one of the little perks of
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Everybody's like, you smoke? I'm like, yeah, I do. Oh, here I got something for you. I'm like, you're my best friend now. Shit. It's nice. It's nice.
Well, all in all, let me leave everybody with this.
But before we go, what is your IG?
Your IG, yeah.
73_Chula, and it's that way because that's the license plate of my Regal.
So 73 _ Chula.
Yeah.
CHULA. Okay.
That's her IG. So follow her.
And give her.
Yeah, I'm doing photo shoots now with Alex, so it's been fun and interesting. I've learned a lot about photography from him. I mean, I already knew. I took it in high school, but sure. I'm learning now about positions and lighting and the whole 9 yards, and I'm buying more lenses for my camera, so I'm going to be in on these photo shoots now. I know everybody's like, you got a cool job. What? You get to take pictures of half-naked girls, and you get to see boobies and stuff like that. I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, you know what? I guess it is something. No, because now when I'm going everywhere, I'm looking at females the way you guys look at females. And I'm like, would Gilbert want her in the magazine? I'm looking, they're turning around. I'm checking them out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm checking girls out now. This is insane.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's more looking at them as
openness,
like, hey.
too, open mind.
Like, I think she would look really good. I think other people would enjoy seeing her by a ride.
Yes.
Not, oh my God, look at her. I want to. No, it's not. It's not like that.
And that's one of the things about Streetlow. You're in Streetlow. You're multitasking everything. Mm-hmm. You can learn a lot from being here.
Yes. I do car registration. I deal with the artist.
Editing.
Editing. Running around being partial security at the show because we're just looking to see, making sure things. And now the photography, and now I'm managing the girls. It's just. Right. It's been fun. I'm telling you, it's been fun. It's evolving. It's evolving now.
That's cool. I know Sada would love that, helping me out with that.
Yeah.
I used to do all that. It got to a point where I couldn't do a lot of it because I wanted to make sure everybody else was shining too.
Yeah, exactly.
But right on. Well, our show's October 27th.
Yes, I'll be there.
At the Santa Clara Fairgrounds. We have Los Yesterdays. They're going to be performing.
Oh, yeah.
With the song, what was it called?
Nobody's Clown.
Nobody's Clown.
Yeah. I like that song.
And then we're also going to have Trinier.
Oh, I'm fangirling. So if you see me like going between fits of crying and giggling, it's because I'm losing my shit. Yeah. Right, that's my high school years right there.
And then Danny De La Paz is coming out.
Oh, we're having him again?
Yeah. Don't look at me, little puppet.
That's right.
We'll get him in a headlock. Be like, don't look
I'm going to be interviewing him too when he comes down. We're going to sit down and have a one-on-one to sit down with that guy.
I see this podcast going places.
Yeah. No, it's about. I just want to. I want to introduce everybody to the world, like the people we deal with, and it's a lot of work what we do. It looks easy, but at the end of the day, we're beat.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we just want to go home, chill. we are normal people too. We all have jobs. We all have everything.
You do it for the love of doing it, because it's a lot of work. It's rough.
Right.
It's work. I mean, my job starts the day before with forms.
Right.
So I'm already working the day before, getting everything ready so that when they roll in, we try to get them in as fast as we can.
Yeah.
You
I
see,
know it takes a while sometimes, but
and my Mondays are my Fridays. My Saturdays. Every Monday is my Saturday. So on Monday, Tuesday, I try to I try to. Don't call me on Monday. I kind of just want to chill. Really. Tuesday, I'll do something. But Mondays,
especially after the show, forget it.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
Well,
went
no,
answer the
but the
phone.
only bad thing is I'm gonna have to. We'll be doing the interview with Danny La Paz, because he's been around us for a long time.
yeah, he's been coming to the shows for a hot minute.
Yeah, for
Long time.
Yeah. So he'll be out there. We have Troubles, the Smoke Man, Basilera. She's doing a song for us.
Scooby and Amen.
Scooby and Amen.
Yeah.
We have also, oh my God.
Agata.
Yeah, Gata Masirme. We just got
She's
her.
going to perform?
Yeah, we're going to have her perform.
She hasn't performed in one of our shows in a long
No, I
time.
don't think she's ever have.
No, didn't she?
No. This will be her first time ever performing.
Oh, well, welcome,
shows.
Gata. Shoot.
Yep. So, also, oh my God. I don't want to forget anybody else. Let me see. I'm sorry. Yeah. Dub Luciano.
Dub
There you go.
Luciano.
Yeah, Dub Luciano's coming out as well. So it's going to be a lot of people coming out. Bossy?
Basilera.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. She's actually putting together an actual song you guys are going to like. It's pretty dope, man. She hasn't told me.
Is it going to be a Streetlow song?
It's going to be a Streetlow song.
Quite a few Streetlow songs out there, too.
Yeah, because she wanted to, she's one of the little girls I'd like to interview, because has a very powerful voice, and she's smart, a smart writer, and she definitely represent the women, man, in the music industry. She has just a strong voice, and how she puts words and everything together are pretty tight. She wanted to retire, I think last year. She was telling me, "Oh, this is my last show, She was kind of like giving up. I said, "No, you're not. You can't give up."
You got something good going
I've
on.
enjoyed her entertainment. She's very energetic when she's on stage, and I said, "You know what? Nah, we can't let you, because we're gonna have you for the next show, for the next tour dates of next year's shows for Streetlow. I'm gonna have her on every stage." And I told her, just get ready to start.
Have you given thought to where we're going next year?
Well, we got Salinas.
Of course.
Of course. We have Salinas. We have San Jose. We have Woodland and Idaho. So Idaho, you guys got to go out to Idaho and support us.
When are we doing LA?
LA,
gotta
who knows?
go
Maybe
down
next
there.
LA. Maybe. Let me.
I think they miss us out there.
Oh no, definitely.
They're always asking. They're always
Definitely, I know.
asking us, when are you guys going to do a show out here? You guys haven't done one in a long time.
I know.
And I know we haven't.
I know, and shit. That's when there's no social media too. We're out there pushing and grinding. Definitely,
Passing
I
out
think.
flyers. I remember passing out flyers in Long Beach.
I just gotta find the right spot for Los Angeles, and I've had
we had the right spot, but I messed that
I
one
know,
up.
but
Was it Dodger Stadium?
Dodger Stadium.
Can we still do them? I mean, I went to a toy drive out there last year.
right, but it's there's a lot of
A toy drive and
toy driving a car show is totally
toy drive and
different.
boobies or something
Yeah.
different. Huh?
Well, that's the thing is probably we can't do that anymore over there, especially because it's woman dominated. Like when we walked in there was
Now though,
back then we didn't even know that. When we walked in there was probably like two guys, and everybody in there was women, lawyers.
might be different now.
administrators. Yeah, it was crazy.
because Dodger Stadium, I think, would be a good place for us to hold. It's a good. The parking lot's a good size.
No, it'd be
Oh,
lovely.
we had it. We had it.
Oh, it was off the hook, and our phone didn't. We stood at a hotel, and the fucking phone would ring. When I go, I'm looking at it, I'm going, bro. And we didn't even have it on the radio yet. We were just putting posters throughout Echo Park, everything. We were just putting
Going to
posters,
shops.
flyers.
Everybody was like,
Everywhere.
"How'd you do it? How'd you get Dodger Stadium?"
Maybe would have did try again.
And then I messed it up because
Oh.
I gave a flyer to some old white guy.
But it wasn't you that messed it up. It was the old man that messed
No,
it up.
well, I was saying,
You
I
just
gave it, and it had Tomasa, and Tomasa,
yeah.
she had,
Little stars on it.
yeah.
It was just bad. It was like, the old man's like,
All bad.
he goes, "Oh yeah, I live right there on that mountain right there. You see that house? I can oversee the parking lot."
With his binoculars.
Yeah, he was jogging, and he just wondered what we were doing because we were measuring We should have measured the goddamn thing in the afternoon instead of the morning. Yeah, it was bad.
Maybe you can still get it there. I mean, because we went to that toy drive there. It was a good size. It was like a good vibe there. It was a nice size. It was isolated enough. It was. Yeah.
Oh, it would have been historical.
That would have been history.
And they didn't like how we put L.A. on the flyer because we put L.A. on it.
Like the Dodgers.
I felt, to me, it was dope.
That's appropriate. What the heck?
I did that with San Francisco when I did the Candlestick Park.
Yeah,
I did
use
the
SF logo.
It was beautiful.
I missed those shows.
Right, it was nice.
Those Candlestick, best shows ever.
Yes, the police officers there'd be girls, flashing, and the police officers they're standing right underneath the stage, smiling.
He started with one girl, and then they all started taking their clothes off.
They were all feeling each other up too.
One of them.
I remember they were all feeling each other up. I'm looking up on stage. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing?
And do you remember the only person that recorded that was OG Ryder?
Yeah.
OG Ryder.
I think I have a lot of his videos still.
Well, that video, I don't know what video it is, but all the girls started taking all their clothes off. And then he did a video, OG Ryder. He made a video, man, with all the girls of all our bikini contests. And we were supposed to do a deal together. He never did. Yeah. But I saw it on
online?
Yeah, it was on eBay.
Oh, wow.
And I bought it, but it was never sent to me.
No way. Wow.
I wonder why.
They saw the name of the person buying it. They're all the same person?
But it was crazy. It showed all the bikini contests. It was all ours.
Well, and see, once again, we didn't capitalize on our own shows. We allowed these other individuals to come and film because we were just.
It wasn't about capitalizing. All I wanted to do was pay for the goddamn bills. Whatever the bill was, I want to at least pay for it. If I make a little bit of it, it's cool. Because it wasn't about. I know we were going to become millionaires on it. I mean, I knew that for a fact. I mean, the first 2, 3, 4 years of my life, I go, I ain't going anywhere with this. I'm just going to enjoy it. I have to enjoy it. Yes. So that's what I did. But I figured out how to make money other ways, by buying properties and, stuff like that, just to make sure everything, my future was actually locked in.
Right.
But the thing is it wasn't for a profit. Like we said it before, it was all. I
wonder if I have that video because he used to always give me one. And whenever he rolled in,
right,
he would always, because, he had to go through me first and then we'd search him and take all his beer. We'd take all his beer. And then, remember when I used to have buckets and buckets of beer next to me all the time at all the shows because of all the confiscation.
That man had more drama than what's call it what's a Jerry Springer show.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my God. He had so much drama. Everywhere he went, he had drama. Something was always popping. Something was always happening. He would always come, oh, my God, I don't have no money, Gilbert. I'm barely making it. But then you see his booth packed, selling shit. Like, I'm like, what the hell? It was till later on in the future I knew that having a booth, you make money.
Yeah.
And everybody always cried about not making no money, but you got to have the product to make money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But right on. But like I said, so October 27th at the Santa Clara Fairgrounds.
Yes.
Don't miss it. If you guys want to register, go online. Go to www.streetlowmagazine.com. The registrations are there. Upload them, fill them out, send them through. Bring them to my office if you like. Also,
Saturday move-in? Saturday?
There is a Saturday move-in from 12.
Oh, yeah. Somebody was asking me about a move-in.
We start at 12 o'clock p.m. From 12 to maybe to 6. No later than that. We're not trying to be there all day because the next day will be long. Huh?
There is
indoors. There are indoors, outdoors. There's one of the huge buildings in the middle.
We're getting in the middle building.
Yeah, it's nice. It's all AC. We get to close it. It's they did a nice job to the whole fairground. So the fairgrounds is nice. This will probably be the last time we have it in October.
Yes.
Yeah.
This will be the last time. Next, we're putting together some contracts for next year or for the future. Hopefully, we get our June shows back, so we can do our June show, and then hopefully, I got some things I'm going to be doing. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be that promoter that says it and what happened.
You don't want to jinx it either.
No, I just got some things I'm going to be doing. So hopefully, hopefully we can continue to surprise and entertain our fans, man. Because without you guys, Streetlow wouldn't be what Streetlow is. And, a lot of us wouldn't be where we're at right now. So
definitely, huh?
But, again, thank you, Naomi.
Thank
you, Tlecu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Flavio. And
the security.
Security. I have it over here. The security over here in the corner, enjoying our talk, saying bullshit. They're just bullshitting, right?
So remember to ride low, street low.
Definitely.
That's it. Streetlow Magazine, and we're coming out with our next calendar too. So we're gonna have our next calendar 2024, 2025. I don't look at that 24. Our calendar 2025. We will have it at the car show.
There you go.
So we're gonna have the calendar ready. So I don't know. I might give some away.
Hey,
maybe.
At to like the car participants?
Yeah,
maybe?
to some car participants, or maybe some winners. I don't know. I don't know. I got to think about that. And also, we got those big trophies coming in. Well, we got them already. I just got to put them together.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll put them together, and then next week, next episode, we'll bring one of them in so you guys can check it out. All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys,
Thank
and
you.
keep low riding.